Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Oxygen Not Included with me, your host, Luckymarine. And let's get that dug out, shall we? And some other things deconstructed. And let's move up from speed 1 because that's ridiculous. And I also want all of this dug out. And we're going to make the actual corner up here. We're going to square it off. If the hydrogen is going to move up and across, we may even dig out a little bit here, just so that it does actually accumulate in this corner. Well, we'll test if it does actually accumulate in that corner. This all seems to be going on alright. We'll carry on with the ladders up there. No, we'll just square it off. That should be enough. What kind of heat is getting generated here? Well, we'll get the initial thermal tile done. We shouldn't get too much of a bleed in. How we like down this edge. I like how the vomit's warm as well. Well, obviously it's going to be warm, but I wonder what is the internal temperature of a duplicate. Well, the external temperature is 23.1 degrees Celsius. And dig out the rest. Why are you jumping up? Why are you doing this silliness? What is... No. No, let's not play that game. You can run along the floor like everyone else does. You fools. There we go. There's no point having level 24 athletics and then jumping from ladder to ladder. Let's not do that. And we'll do some general tidying up. Some more meshed out. All the way to the end. I will need a bit of ladder there so we can get to this, I think. Maybe. Oh, Mildred can shift. She wasn't too quick when we first grabbed hold of her. She had athletics of like -5 or something. We assumed that she had asthma or that she had a dodgy leg or something, but no. She's doing alright now. She's doing alright. That's now built. Are we getting any more leaking of carbon dioxide? Contaminated air out of here? We're not. Good. Alright. I was just concerned where all this contaminated oxygen was coming down this shaft from. Because we'd not broken into any slime or anything like that. So... We'll deconstruct you two. If we can get to you, can we? Nope, unreachable. Did I see unreachable? Nope. We'll do this and then we'll dig out this. And we'll allow the hydrogen to make its own way. Out of here. And generally sort of make its way up and to the left. Doing well, Mildred. You're doing well. I am most pleased with your efforts today. whilst they're asleep. We will get rid of gas piping. Just there. And we'll run some more gas piping along the mesh tile. To the pump that's going to be stationed here. We also need to jump over the lazy dog. Yeah. Deconstruct just the building. Just there. That's unfortunate. We might as well deconstruct just the building here as well. And get some proper mesh on the go. Because you can't put a gas pipe bridge where there's building, even over ladders. But this is working fine. This is all working fine. This is working fine. Ah, no. No, thank you. Not just yet. Is everyone else on the wheels? Yep, everyone else is on the wheels. So you use the meal ice chucked in the mouth of the duplicates running on the wheels to create the oxygen and the pure water. Not bad. Whilst Mildred gets to work and vomits. What's the point in stuffing your mouth with meal lice if you're just going to throw them up? Alright, we've got that gap now, so we can use our bridge. And we'll connect that. Oh, no. Alright. One more time without the shaky hands. In. Now we need to jump over this somehow. Let's see where we can put a bridge. Yeah, we'll go for that. We'll extend this gas pipe through there, down, and back in. Deconstruct the gas pipes in that area, thank you very much. And we'll connect this badger up. Okay. It looks a bit of a mess, but it'll be fine. Hopefully. Have we got enough? Yeah, we've got enough power down there. Let's prioritize this as a 2. Go do some work, guys. Let's get some stuff done. We don't need to harvest. Got more than enough food. This is going to be unreachable, isn't it? Well, let's get some ladders up there. Well, the work's getting done at quite a quick rate, I'll give them that much. More gas piping. To connect you up. So yeah, the oxygen still goes to where we need the oxygen to go. Cancel you. That is reachable, isn't it? Yep. Is it? Yes. Can you... Under construction. Yeah, can you construct it, please? There we go. Deconstruct. You and you. We'll make a gas pump in this corner. Connect it up and then power it. And deconstruct you. Alright. We also need some more mesh tile here. This looks silly. I don't like the jankiness of it. We'll shift everything in this corner up one tile so it comes across like so, because I don't like this. It offends me. So yeah, we've let a little bit of breathable oxygen in there, but it's fine. Get this pump running. It should now have an uninterrupted path into this system. This system is already set up for dealing with hydrogen and anything else. Hydrogen, contaminated oxygen, carbon dioxide, just set up for everything. Are you gonna? Yep, you're running. When we see this pipe bulging, we'll have a look. There we go. So pure hydrogen with bits of contaminated oxygen. Feed straight into the system as and where it can. Hydrogen gets fed into the hydrogen generator, the oxygen straight out. That's alright there. And the contaminated oxygen carries on its own merry way. So we could just keep this running all the time, because it doesn't matter if breathable oxygen gets pulled into here now, because it'll come out down here. We're just pumping breathable oxygen from this area of the map to this area of the map, and it'll just continue to drag things into it, i.e. the contaminated oxygen, the hydrogen, and yeah, that's right, that's a decent system, that. Deconstruct you. We will tile you because we want to put a door on top. And then when we've dug through, oh, we already have. We'll dig a bit more here. Do not get stuck over there. And deconstruct the buildings here. Dig that. Wow, Lenny, you move really quickly. What is Lenny? Well, Lenny's job is as a runner. Fair enough. A level 25 runner. Athletics of 25, 25, 11. Still Mildred is better than what she used to be. So 2 at level 25 running. It's amazing. Can you actually reach that? Yeah, you can. Alright. Alright, let's set 2 of these back up to priority 5. This hydrogen should be starting to make its way. Should be. Maybe we should put some mesh tile in there. Okay. Yeah, at some point we're going to have to dig into this. We want a biodistiller somewhere up here. We'll probably open up here and have an airlock there, so that we're not going above this gas pump. We're not digging further up than this gas pump, because we want a definite top, a definite ceiling to the base, where everything can get dragged in to that pump. Doing a good job up there. Yeah, have an airlock out here somewhere. Maybe even a pump out here feeding into this one, and have a bio distilling plant kind of set up. And whilst we're out here, we'll drop down here, chuck a pump down here, and feed it maybe through this wall. Through this wall to feed into our vents. How are we getting on down here? Yep. None of them are full. Otherwise there'd be a backup. No, we're doing alright. A dead Sadie? Always need a dead Sadie. Now when we see no more hydrogen here, then we'll close off this. But until then... Wow, you're doing really well. It's a lot of fluid build up, but this is all from vomit and urine. How's our carbon dioxide build up? Yeah, it all accumulates in this corner. Let's get set up a pump in this corner. What is that? Empty building. Well, we can't do anything with bottled water, so what? That happens straight away. Wow. Didn't know it was going to be that much. Alright, what about bottled steam? Empty. Empty. Empty? Does someone need to come and actually empty that themselves? So the bottles of water will empty themselves. I suppose they did need a mechanic in the game to sort out the bottled water when you only really use bottled water for research. Other than that, there's no use having it. Bottled hydrogen. Bottled hydrogen. Empty you? Really? Hydrogen pocket just exploded there. Like it. No, it's good. It's good that they're identifying that, yeah, there's all these bottles all over the map and there's nothing that we can do with them. No, it's good. Like it. To you. So there's some that you can empty and there's some that you can't. But that's fine. That's fine. It's at least, well, not at least, it is showing progress. It is. There are things being changed due to what the people playing the games are finding. Like it. Do like it. Let's deconstruct all of you. All of you. And you. And this. It looks messy here. And if we can neaten it up by at least putting the flooring in the right places, that would be nice. Alright, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will be us for this episode. So, there's too much water in here now, I think. Let's turn off. You're already off. So what's dripping water into our system? It's just a backup in the pipe that's dripping water in. But really, this shouldn't be pushing any more in. But we'll not complain too vehemently about that. Vehemently, even. Wow, got there in the end. This guy is doing a sterling job. Great job. We could probably turn him off for a period of time. Let the hydrogen build up again, turn him back on. Colony does not require toilets. You don't know what we're doing. I don't care if they're stressed. Are you all stressed? Yeah, you're all 100% stressed. Good. Hydrogen is still kind of stuck here. I could do with it. Kind of getting drawn up here. It does look like there's certain blobs sort of moving up in that direction. So we'll leave it for a few cycles, and hopefully this will empty out. Not that we're going to be doing anything over here, I don't think. What is it? Igneous rock, coal, algae. It's chlorine, I suppose. No. Let's try digging out probably here and creating a slime factory, an algae factory even, using the biodistiller. The biodistiller takes slime and turns it into algae and contaminated water. So it's just another way of creating water almost out of nothing, just out of these blocks of slime. But they release contaminated oxygen, so you want to be doing that out of your base, away from the bad stuff, and away from your breathable oxygen, that is, which we have a decent amount. We'll get the deconstruct everything there, and then we'll put a pump here into this system, which is still going strong. There's still not a backup. If there was a backup, then we'd see a blob here. The vents can only support 10 kilograms worth of the gas. Once it's supported 10 kilograms worth, it backs up to the next tile. And so we look at this periodically, and when we see a backup, we come down, we change the vent, put a new vent in, and we get rid of 10 kilograms worth of contaminated oxygen or 10 kilograms worth of carbon dioxide. It's a good system, that. I like it. This coming down off here is a bit of a mess, but it's getting chucked into the filtrate. What is this? What is this? Good job I looked. It's my fault, but it's a good job I looked. There we go. It's all about the aesthetics, actually. And it's getting, all this is, come on, all of this, it looks a mess, but it's getting chucked into the very beginning of this filtration system, which filters out any oxygen and chucks it into the base. It filters out any steam, which we shouldn't get any steam from up here, but any steam from this room gets filtered out and put into our condenser room, and we then carry on a mixture, or it'll be a mixture of carbon dioxide, contaminated oxygen and hydrogen. We'll continue. The hydrogen then gets split off here, so not only the hydrogen that gets generated in this room, but the hydrogen coming in all gets split off to our hydrogen generator that we put in our steam room, because hydrogen generators get hot as all balls. And then carbon dioxide and contaminated oxygen makes its own merry way down to our treatment plant, our bubble chamber, as it were. So yeah, we're doing alright. We're doing alright, and we haven't touched our sand yet as a filtration medium. Not to filter out contaminated oxygen, not to create clean water. It's all alright. Let's have a look at the temperatures. Yeah, look at this. Hydrogen generator, 926 degrees Celsius. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it works, and if it works, then it's not stupid. So yeah, random pipe at a little bit hotter than everything else. That's alright. We have our condensation chamber built into a basalite. I don't think it's doing anything. I mean, almost 4 walls worth of this chamber are at minus 272. So you'd think it'd have some effect, but I don't know. Maybe not. And obsidian at 52 degrees Celsius, because dirt at 55 degrees Celsius, because that's exactly what you need from your dirt. And we've got a rogue electrical wire at 879 degrees Celsius. So in the next episode we'll change that out. We had a stretch down here of really hot wire, and you just change it out. It turns into a glowing lump of copper which dissipates its heat, much like this. It'll just dissipate its heat, and then we'll wire it up again. So that's what we've done. That's where we're at so far. So come on guys, let's get yourself into bed. Bedtime. Come on game. We're meant to be saying goodnight. We've gone far too long with this episode. Game. There we go. Come Mildred, get yourself down here. Get yourself to bed. You've worked hard today. I'll give you that much. There we go. So, from Floyd, from a hard-working Mildred, from Big Mai, from Lenny, and from me, Luckymarine, we'll see you in the next episode. Do take care.